Keep in mind, she's the only one who alleges that EDP hit her up from my Discord server. Nobody else has ever came out saying that EDP hit them up from my Discord server. So out of the 130,000 people, she was the only one. I was part of a sting operation where me and a popular YouTuber who catches pedophiles by the name of Skeeter Jean. We did an operation to catch him up because he had hit up somebody in my other Discord, not in the Discord that we have currently, but in my other one, he had slid into a 15-year-old girl's DMs, and he's also currently talking to a lot of other underage girls as well.
Ooh, so yeah, Jidion kind of got caught lying here with his response to the criticism he's been receiving ever since the EDP documentary dropped. The documentary came out a few days ago, made by Mike Klum. Jidion then goes on to make a response video because I think he came off as really bad in that documentary. It didn't make him look good at all. And before I jump into like what he just said here, the little lie he made, I think that the internet sometimes lacks the idea of nuance because they'll see somebody like Jidion who has done a lot of good and they'll be like, oh, everything he's ever done is good. He could not be wrong ever. And then there's a lot of people that see the many mistakes that he's made and go, well, everything he's ever done has been bad and I can't support him on anything. Or like the girl that's accusing him of stuff. That girl could be lying about certain stuff, but she could also be truthful about certain stuff. All right? Like, damn, it doesn't need to be some like pick one side, pick one side. No, everybody can be wrong. Everybody can be right in some way. Okay, so when I attack Jidion, I'm mainly just attacking like certain aspects that he's done, not him entirely. Nor am I defending the like 15-year-old girl entirely either, because maybe there are some things she lied about. I don't know. I really truthfully don't know anything, so I'm not going to speak on what I don't know about. What I do know about is what Jidion says in his response and what they've both mutually agree on, which already has a lot of red flags with what they mutually agree on. But first of all, back to Jidion lying, okay? He says that there was only just the one girl, the 15-year-old girl in the documentary.
My Discord server. Nobody else has ever came out saying that EDP hit them up from my Discord server.
And then in past clips, he talks about EDP talking with other minors, which is really bad. That's really bad.
Currently, but in my other one, he had slid into a 15-year-old girl's DMs, and he's also currently talking to a lot of other underage girls as well.
Bad for multiple reasons. How does Jidion like know that? Were they all from his server? Because that's seemingly what the implication is. The implication is that all the other minors EDP had access to came because Jidion added him on a Discord server, which is pretty bad. I think it's pretty bad that Jidion added EDP onto a Discord server where there were a bunch of minors, and he knew there were a bunch of minors on there. So, questionable behavior from Jidion. I also think that it's really bad that why does Jidion know all this information about like him talking to other minors and law enforcement isn't involved. There's no mention ever of Jidion like looking up law enforcement with the other alleged victims. In fact, these alleged victims are completely unknown. Like, I don't think anybody really ever talks about them. Here, Jidion admits that there are others, but then later on says, no, there's not others. There's just the one girl, which I don't know. It seems like whatever he was doing, he fucked up and might maybe want to like cover up his tracks, and that's why he's only saying there's the one. And that's another thing. When Jidion lies and he covers up for other sides of the story that he was more truthful about in the past, I can only assume the worst. You know, it's like maybe he just legitimately forgot. Maybe, I don't know, maybe something else just happened. It's like, oh yeah, totally explainable. But the fact that he chose to lie about it, ooh, yeah, it makes it pretty hard for me to defend. I can't really be defending Jidion on that. Another thing is like, even if there is just one victim, it's bad as is. It's bad as is to like have used her in a way to, you know, try to make a YouTube video out of it, which is what he tried doing. He tried making a YouTube video out of the situation instead of just going to the police. So Yeah, Jidion is just it's just a fucking L situation on him. He keeps like making it worse for himself. Before this documentary came out, he was saying the documentary is gonna make me look good. It didn't really look good, and his response, while I think a lot of his fan base has like accepted his response, I think there's other portions of the internet that are a lot more critical. I'm a lot more critical of it because to me, it seems like Jidion was one, clout hungry, and two, unfucking qualified to even start like getting involved in any of this stuff. So it's incredibly disappointing. EDP just out there roaming free, man, and probably will until he dies of whatever disease he has.